Kitchen safety and sanitation. Washing prevents cross-contamination. Wash with soap for at least 20 seconds before touching any food, after going to the bathroom, after touching clothing, hair, face, nose, etc., and when you switch from working with meat or dairy products to vegetables and fruits and vice versa. When you're washing your equipment, make sure that you wash as you go using soap and hot water. The hotter the better. Any equipment that has come in contact with meat or dairy products needs to be washed as soon as you're done with them and before using it with vegetables, vice versa. Rinse in hot water to make sure all the soap is. Do not prepare food for others if you are sick, including having a cold. Turn your head away from the food and other people when you cough or sneeze, and cover your mouth or nose with the crook of your elbow. Do the Dracula or the dab without the extended arm. When you're in the kitchens, wear covered shoes and pants. Tie your hair back if it's long. Remove wristbands, bracelets, dangling jewelry, and rings. Wear aprons when available, and remove the aprons before going to the bathroom or leaving your safe handling. A sharp knife is safer. A dull knife is more likely to slip and cause an injury. If you do cut yourself, a sharp knife will result in a cleaner cut and it's easier to care for and it will heal better. Always keep your knife on the cutting board and make sure the knife handles are not sticking off the edge. That way they cannot be bumped. If a knife does fall off the table or out of your hands, let it fall and get your feet and hands out of the way. A fall has no handle. Make sure your cutting board is a safe environment. Cut away from you. Don't rush. If it's not in the right position, take time to reposition it. Stabilize your cutting board by putting a damp paper towel underneath it, and clean space, clear mind. Don't crowd yourself, and clear off the cutting board of debris and prepared. Watch what you're doing when you have a knife in your hands. Always keep your eyes on the blade. Be aware of others around you that are also using knives, and never gesture or point with. Knives should be carried straight down at your side, close to the body, even when carrying it with a sheath. Communicate to others that you have a knife by saying knife, and when handling a knife to someone, always offer them the handle. When washing your knives, make sure it's done immediately and not put into a sink filled with soapy water and bubbles where it cannot be seen. Wash your knife as soon as you are done using it. Follow proper sanitation rules by washing, rinsing, sanitizing, and air drying your knife or using clean drying towels. If you do have a sheath, please make sure that the sheath is dry as well as the knife before putting them. Always cut on a cutting board. Do not cut on metal, glass, or marble. These can damage a knife's edge and are more prone to slipping. Never cut in your hand, and to prevent cross-contamination, use different cutting boards for meat, fruit. If you're on the stove, always turn the pot handles away inward towards the stove so that it doesn't get bumped and prevent spills. Never assume that a pot or pan is cool. Use oven mitts or pot holders to handle hot dishes. Never leave food on the stove unattended. Take care when uncovering a pot. Steam can burn you as well. Double check that all burners are turned off when you are finished cooking. Do not leave the stove on. And no horse flame. Don't leave pot holders by the burners where they can catch fire. Keep electrical cords away from hot surfaces. Avoid loose-fitting clothing while cooking. Always give yourself plenty a place to escape. Do not block your exit. And in case of a fire, know where the extinguisher is, how to use it. If a pan's on fire, turn off the heat first and cover it with a lid. Never pour water on a fire that involves grease or try to carry it out. And a fire blanket extinguisher or baking soda can be used to help put. Always be aware of your surroundings. Ask for help when needed. Don't lift heavy objects or reach high shelves by sitting, climbing, or standing on counters. Plan ahead so you don't rush. Communicate when moving around the kitchen if you have something hot. If you're behind someone, if you have a knife, if you're coming around a corner. Keep floors clear of electrical cords and clutter, and always clean up spills immediately. Never leave food that is perishable in the temperature danger zone, which is between 41 degrees and 135 degrees Fahrenheit, for more than 4 hours. Bacteria grows most rapidly within these temperatures.